Hi, Dr. Lear and classmates. We are Mammals and Reptile Group, and today we are going to talk about some of the paths that we walk on Zamorano and what we saw and what is a path. Maybe some of you don't know what is a path. Okay, so a path is a way in which you walk, and it was born because of the need of the people to be connected with the nature, and because of if you go and walk in the mountain, maybe you can get lost, and that's the difference between a path, because a path have different signposts in which you can locate where you are, or everything is easier so that you cannot get lost. And my classmates are going to talk about the animals that we saw, and all of the things that we make during the day that we were on the path.
Good morning, class. My name is Ilich Rosales, and we're the group of mammals and reptiles. Now, I'm going to talk about some of the mammals and reptiles we saw on the Ecosendero. First of all, I'm going to talk about the Watusa, of scientific name Dasyprocta punctata. The Watusa is known to be one of the Zamorano's most common fauna that can be found here in the campus. We saw it in the beginning of the Ecosendero, right where are the bushes and where they seem to be hiding. And now for the second animal that we observed was the iguana, of a scientific name Iguana delicatissima. The iguana is known to be a very common reptile here in Honduras. So it was an animal that was very common that we were going to find it. Also, iguanas tend to be laying off where there is a lot of sunlight and high temperatures. So it was very common that we were going to find this type of reptile. And for the third animal that we observed on our trip in the Ecosendero was the frog. The frog is considered to be an amphibian, but we included it in the category of a reptile. The frog, of scientific name Philobades terribilis. We saw a lot of frogs near the ponds and lakes that were near the renewable energy module. And those were about the first three animals that we observed in the Ecosendero. Thank you.
Hi, doctor and classmates. My name is Martin Jaramillo, and I will talk you about the turtle. His scientific name is Homopus signatus. We saw it in the lagoons that are in front of the model of renewable energy. They are from the category of reptiles, and it's common to see this kind of reptiles in the university. Also, we saw two rats. His scientific name are Rattus exulans, and they were little with a forked brown. This is usually a mammal that are food of many predators. We saw one snake at the end of the ecotrial. It was a coral, and his scientific name was Caliophis leblemiffions. It is a reptile, and it's known because it is really dangerous. Thanks.
Hi everyone, my name is Pablo Aca, and I wanna commend you about some mammals that I saw at the Ecosendero. And first, when we were walking, we saw like three families of squirrels. They were like too cute and smaller, but when we saw them, we see that there is like the normal habitat in which they live, because we used to see at the campus, but they are just like looking for food and all the stuff. And when we were there, we saw many like shelters in which they used to make to live there. And also when we were about to come back, we saw a family of rabbits. Here in the campus is not normal that we see rabbits, but out there, yes it is. We saw one family, and also the skunks. well, here in the campus and in the residence, we used to see many skunks. But there at the Cosendero, we just saw like a pair of them, and it is like obvious that they like to be in the parts where they can get the food easily. And also the geckos. Geckos, well, they live like almost everywhere. We saw many of them in the campus, in the parks, also in the green areas. But also they like to a bit out of there in the Cosendero. There is many like biodiversity in the case of mammals. That's why the Cosendero is very visited by students.
Hi doctor, hi classmates. In conclusion, with the visit that I had to the Eco Trail is that the first one, because of the noise, we couldn't see all the species that the Eco Trail has, and also it's very difficult because some of these species are very shy, and it's too difficult to see them all. The second one is that we encourage the students and also the teachers that the Eco Trail has a lot of species and it's very beautiful to visit them. And the last one is that Honduras has a lot of variety of mammals and reptiles, and in other parts of the world there isn't exist this class of animals. And for that, you need to visit the Eco Trail and have a good time. Thanks.